Lola gently helps Kira back to her bed, tucking a blanket around her. Steve picks up the iPad, his face grim as he opens a 3D model of the damaged cafe. Jeremy watches them, his expression unreadable.
We should start thinking about repairs. Canadian contractors, preferably. Good PR, given the situation.
Smart. Local support is key right now. You have anyone in mind?
Found a few decent reviews online. Reliable renovations? Jeff something or other runs it. Seems like our best bet.
Rebuilding already? Ambitious. Well, good luck with that. Hope he's not some maple syrup guzzling lunatic.
Jeremy raises an eyebrow at Tina's comment, a flicker of annoyance crossing his face.
Let's set up a meeting. Somewhere public. Tim Hortons, maybe?
Lola should come too. And Steve, obviously. For the American perspective, or whatever.
The aroma of frying onions and garlic drifts from the kitchen.
Tim Hortons tomorrow morning work for everyone. Tina, you stay with Kira. She needs rest. Fresh air isn't the best medicine right now.
Fresh air could actually do her some good, Lola. As long as she's up to it, of course.
All right. Short walk, then back to rest. Tina, keep a close eye on her. No shenanigans.
Tina rolls her eyes playfully, but a genuine concern flickers in her expression. Jeremy sends a quick text to Jeff, confirming the meeting. The tension in the room remains palpable, a heavy silence hanging in the air after Lola returns to the kitchen.
Right. So Tim Hortons. 10 a.m. Don't be late. This guy's probably got other, less bombed out establishments to fix.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, need to make sure this Jeff fella knows how we Americans like our coffee. Strong.
Jeremy gives him a look, a mix of annoyance and amusement. The unspoken tension between them simmers beneath the surface, a quiet storm brewing. Tina watches them both, her expression carefully neutral.
Just try not to start another international incident, okay? We've had enough excitement for 1 week. Just try not to start another international incident, okay? We've had enough excitement for 1 week.
The next morning, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee hung heavy in the air at the Tim Hortons. Sunlight streamed through the large windows, illuminating the scattered tables and chairs.
Ah, just what I needed. This stuff's like rocket fuel.
You and your rocket fuel. You'll be bouncing off the walls.
Thanks for meeting us, Jeff. We really appreciate you taking this on so quickly.
No problem. Things have been crazy busy since, well, you know, everyone needs repairs. But frankly, it wasn't Americans who vandalized your cafe. Some are pointing fingers at pro-Canadian radicals.
They're just lashing out. Her guys are friendly with the locals, especially at that cafe.
Maybe a bit too friendly in some cases.
Jeremy's laugh hangs in the air, thick with unspoken meaning. Steve shifts uncomfortably in his seat.
We employ young women with autism. It's important to us to provide a safe and supportive environment.
That's admirable. I'll give you a discount. Consider it my contribution to giving hope.
Lola's genuine smile returns. She pulls a rolled-up blueprint from her bag.
Here are the plans. The damage is mostly cosmetic, thankfully.
3 days tops. Jeremy and I can help out save you some manpower.
That would be appreciated, especially with the golden boy gone. Morale is low. Everyone's on edge.
A heavy silence falls over the table. The unspoken weight of the bombing, the loss of their city's symbol, hangs in the air like a shroud. Steve reaches for his coffee again, his gaze fixed on the blueprint. But his mind clearly elsewhere. He's thinking of Kyra, of her despair, of the marshmallows she'd suggested sending as a gestural. What? Defiance. Hope? He glances at Jeremy, a flicker of unease in his eyes. Something feels wrong. Very wrong.
Actually, Jeff, about those 3 days, I'm not so sure anymore. Actually, Jeff, about those 3 days, I'm not so sure anymore.
It takes as long as it takes. I'm an honest contractor, Steve. And hope, well, hope is honorable work.
Consider my contribution to hope then.
Jeff, Lola, and Jeremy look at Steve, his face drawn and serious. The casual atmosphere from moments before has evaporated.
Steve, do it for Kira. For all of us.
Steve hesitates, his gaze flickering to the blueprint, then back to Lola's earnest face. The weight of responsibility settles heavily on his shoulders.
Fine, I'll do it.
Good. I'll be supervising, of course. Just to make sure everything goes smoothly.
One thing, though. In exchange,
Name it.
Tina and Kira, they can't help.
Lola's smile falters, a shadow of concern crossing her face. Jeremy shifts uncomfortably, picking at a loose thread on his jacket.
Kira can't help Steve even if she wanted to. And Tina needs to look after her. You know that.
Let's just get this signed, shall we?
Steve, Jeremy, and Lola sign the contract. The scratching of pens the only sound in the cafe. The weight of the bombing, the loss of the golden boy, and the underlying tensions between them hang heavy in the air.
Right then, let's head back. Strong one, please. My head's pounding.
Yeah, me too. Still can't believe they took down the golden boy.
The cafe, usually bustling with activity, felt eerily quiet after the bombing. A pall of unease hung over the city.
It's just senseless. All this anger and hate.
Later, back at the apartment, Lola pours the steaming tea into mugs. Kira, wrapped in a blanket on the couch, eyes Steve curiously. He avoids her gaze, fiddling with the iPad's 3D model of the renovated cafe.
Looks colorful.
That's the idea. Espresso yourself, right? Express yourself, make things colorful. Except,
Except what?
the panic room. Figure that should be less stimulating.
A tense silence settles between them. The unspoken anxieties about their safety, the bombing, and the growing animosity towards Americans hangs heavy in the air.
I don't want to take any more antibiotics.
Steve stiffens slightly, surprised by the sudden intimacy.
Kira, your body needs to heal.
They make me so tired.
I'll be here. I'll be here for you, okay? Just take the pill.
Kyra hesitates, then reluctantly takes the pill from his outstretched hand. The vulnerability in her eyes doesn't escape Steve's notice. He watches as she curls up on the couch, pulling the blanket over her head, seeking refuge from the fear and uncertainty that permeates their world. Steve's stomach twists with a mixture of concern and a burgeoning protectiveness towards her. The iPad lies forgotten on the coffee table. The vibrant colors of the cafe design, a stark contrast to the bleak reality outside their apartment walls.
What's going on? And why is the tea cold? What's going on? And why is the tea cold?
She needed dressed. Lola took her to the movies earlier, but she got so tired she's sleeping again.
Tina's worried expression softens as she looks at Kira. The remnants of fear from the bombing still linger in the apartment. A subtle tension underlying even the most mundane actions.
Poor kid. This whole thing has been so hard on her.
Jeremy and I figured we could get started on the cafe tomorrow. Get a head start while Lola's out with the girls.
You and Jeremy? What exactly did you discuss?
Steve hesitates, sensing the underlying tension in her question. The unspoken anxieties about his motives, fueled by Jeremy's earlier warnings, hover between them.
Just logistics. Oh.
Right. Logistics.
The faint sound of Jurassic Park's theme song drifts from the television. The absurdity of the situation, watching dinosaurs roam the earth while their own world feels increasingly precarious, isn't lost on Steve.
Jeremy suggested thrifting for the tables and chairs. Give the place a quirky vibe.
Sass. Economical. Unlike those fancy American imports you're so fond of.
Steve forces a chuckle, the tension in the room thickening with every word. He glances at Kira, still asleep, her face pale against the vibrant colors of the blanket.
Karaoke. In the corner.
Steve and Tina exchange a surprised look. The unexpected someone's in the air, a strange counterpoint to the simmering tension.
Well, that settles it then. Karaoke it is.
I still don't trust Jeremy.